Hello. I know it's been quite a bit, but when you're living with someone that they're always trying to manipulate the situation, it's crazy because I left a situation. I was married 16 years. We've had this conversation. Got away with my life, started making my own life, living my own life, and at some point it was like, let me bring you back to the devil's den. This time it's a female roommate who has a lot to say about choices I've made, knowing nothing, not walking one single step in my shoes. And as she was telling me earlier, I was responsible for my children's trauma because I didn't put my children first by leaving or killing their father, that I enabled it. Let me tell you something. For all you arrogant, stupid-ass motherfuckers that are like her. Oh, I'm stronger than that. But I'm watching you choose toxic relationships left and right, playing people, trying to get the upper hand, trying to get them to pay your bills, trying to do whatever you want in your life to make your life easy. Only thing I could say was be very careful about how you're judging me right now, because you don't want to find yourself having to walk in those same shoes later on. Because I was taught growing up, if you're going to judge a situation you know nothing about, at some point you're going to be put through that situation to endure the judgment you have weighed upon someone else. I don't judge people. To each their own. It's your life, it's my life, right? We do what we feel makes us happy, and we do what we feel is necessary in the moment. When you have threats of never seeing your children again, a good parent would say, you know what? Mum's the word. I will behave accordingly, especially when you're in your early 20s and you've ran away from your family in hopes of a better life, not realizing you were walking into a toxic world. Now understand, when you get into that world and you find yourself upside down and everything's backwards, all of a sudden you can't escape. When the devil gets his hooks in you, you don't just to go, peace out, and go on your merry little way. At some point there's lessons you have to learn of how to be stronger, how to be more methodical even, how to protect not only yourself, but that which is important to you. So when it came down to it, all I could say is, you know what? You're being very rude and offensive right now. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'm done with this conversation. Don't let people make you feel like you've been less than what you have given. Because the thing is, like I said, this is a manipulator. This is somebody that wants someone to take care of them. And now that they feel like they have the upper hand in life, now they can start being verbally abusive. Whereas they've been playing the victim and cowering down and whining and my life sucks and fuck my life and miss me with that, man. Your life is what you make it. And sometimes you find yourself in those situations. I went through it for years, 16 years, trying to give my children the life of a family, not realizing in the moment that it was dysfunctional and toxic, because when you're in toxic, it's normal. When you get into a world that you weren't aware existed, you can't necessarily do an about face and be like, we done here. And as I tried to explain, which I shouldn't have, because no one deserves an explanation from someone who has been abused. But it was, I did the best I could. That person had changed my memories of my childhood. They had convinced me to turn against my family. I had no money, I had no vehicle, I had no cell phone. I believed to give control to my husband. I was raised in a religious household, and the man was supposed to be the hierarchy that women were supposed to follow. And they were supposed to be strong leaders and guides. Sometimes you don't end up with that. Sometimes you find yourself in a toxic situation, realizing that you are being victimized. But it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to come to terms with, to say, wow, I deserve more than this. But you lose your self-worth in these battles. That's the whole intention of the game, is to find somebody that's strong, has a strong will, that's intelligent, that has goals and dreams, and to break them down. The devil's goal is to take your light. It's kind of like the movie, the Monsters movie, the cartoon one. I guess it was called Monsters. Had Sully. But in the end, they were trying to show that you could use the laughter as much as you could use the fear, and you would get more of a benefit from the enjoyment than you would from the misery. But when you're already miserable, and a lot of us go through that as teenagers, we don't realize that we're trying to fit in, but we can't fit in because we just aren't meant to in that situation. When you find yourself in that, and you finally get into a situation with somebody that's manipulative and controlling and things like that, you begin to twist it and say, this makes sense. But when you want that to make sense, you lose yourself, because you're trying to make something that shouldn't make sense fit. You know, like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. But the thing is, when you're with these people that reel you in, they give you a sense of purpose. They give you a sense of satisfaction. They take you on a roller coaster that it's something that is out of this world, because it's not mundane, it's not boring, because you're fighting for your life. And who knew that was the biggest game in life, was to fight for your life and be like, oh my God, highs and lows, let me tear you down, but you don't realize you're being torn down. So when it comes down to it and you're going through that, I've been there, you can make it through that. If you've made it out of that and you have people judging you harshly, as I'm being judged in this situation, don't feed in to that negative energy and that negative vibe that person's trying to pull out of you, because they're lacking something in their life in that moment. Some people are addicted to drama. Some people love chaos. It's taken me a long time to be like, no, we good. You can take that drama way over there, because it took me a long time to readjust internally and say, you know what, I'm above that. I want more for myself. And if I give you my energy, you're going to drain the life out of me. Do not give anyone that power over you, because if someone's trying to entice you into an argument, what are you going to have to expend for that? You're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose your peace. You're going to lose your serenity. You're going to lose your peace of mind. You're going to lose where you're building your energy up and they want to suck it away. But I see the truth in the matter. The individual is starting to choose to walk back into a toxic environment. And you want to place your judgment on me, and you want me to fuel your tank so you can go throw it away. Nah, I'm not the one. And you have to learn to remind yourself, you're not the one to fuel a tank of toxicity when you're looking for peace, serenity, and love. Because they're everywhere. They want to suck it out of you because they cannot create it for themselves. So, as I was having a conversation earlier, it was judge me however you want to judge me. I am whatever you say I am. I don't care. I know who I am well enough. I know what I've been through. I know what I've come back from to allow some individual to try to place judgment on me and make me feel lesser as a person, and the things that I've persevered through and I've helped my children heal from, as well as myself. So don't let anyone have that power over you. I was over here I felt it, and then I had to be like, don't do it, sister. Don't give in to the devil who's trying to provoke some sort of reaction. Because you know what? They won't make it for a moment in your shoes. Be full in heart, knowing how strong you truly are if you've been there, going through it, or made it out of it. Because it takes a warrior to stand up and say, judge me. I don't care what you do, because your opinion is null and void in the value of who I am. So, finally decided to share again, and I guess this is what I'm sharing. Peace, love, and light.